Have you ever considered the power of your assumptions in shaping your reality? It's a question that might seem abstract, but it's deeply rooted in the principles of our existence. Today, we're going to delve into an intriguing concept, the law of assumption. This law suggests that our assumptions, our deeply held beliefs about ourselves and the world around us, have a profound impact on our daily lives. They can shape our reality, molding it in ways we often don't realize. In tandem with the law of assumption, we'll be exploring the concept of self-talk. This isn't just the chatter that goes on in our minds. It's the ongoing dialogue that shapes our perceptions and influences our actions. It's the voice that whispers our deepest assumptions to us, reinforcing them, challenging them, or altering them. As you journey through this video, consider the power of your assumptions and the role they play in your life. The law of assumption, in its simplest form, is the belief that your assumptions determine your reality. Now, let's dive a little deeper into this concept. Imagine, if you will, that your mind is a garden. Every thought, every assumption you have is a seed. Each seed you plant has the potential to grow into a towering tree or a delicate flower, depending on the kind of seed you've sown. Similarly, your assumptions, whether positive or negative, will bloom into your reality. Let's try to understand this with an example. Suppose you have an assumption that you're not good at public speaking. This assumption, like a seed, grows into a tree, shaping your reality. You might avoid opportunities to speak in public, get nervous when you have to, and even when you do speak, you might not perform at your best. Why? Because you've already assumed that you're not good at it. But what if you were to change that assumption? What if you convinced yourself that you were in fact a brilliant speaker? This new assumption, this new seed, would grow into a different tree, therefore shaping a different reality. You would seek out speaking opportunities, you would approach them with confidence, and you would perform much better. This is the power of the law of assumption. It emphasizes the importance of positive self-talk in shaping our assumptions. The idea that what we assume to be true becomes our reality. Remember, every assumption you make acts as a stepping stone towards the path of your reality. Each assumption is a powerful force that shapes your life, your decisions, and ultimately your destiny. So, it's crucial to be mindful of the assumptions you're making. Are they leading you towards the reality you desire, or steering you away from it? Your assumptions have the power to build or break your reality. Your reality is a reflection of your assumptions. So if you want to change your reality, you must first change your assumptions. If our assumptions shape our reality, then the words we use with ourselves hold immense power. The dialogue we maintain with ourselves, that constant inner monologue, plays a crucial role in shaping our assumptions. This is the magic of self-talk. Think of it as your own personal narrator, painting the world in the hues of your thoughts and words. But what happens when this narrator starts narrating a story of negativity, of self-doubt? It breeds assumptions that are limiting, that holds us back. But the beauty of this narrative is that we hold the reins. We can steer it in the direction we want. This is where the power of positive self-talk comes into play. Positive self-talk is like a personal cheerleader, always ready to lift you up, to motivate you, to make you see the silver lining in every cloud. It influences our assumptions by replacing the negatives with positives, the doubts with certainty, the limitations with possibilities. Now you might be wondering how to harness this power, how to engage in positive self-talk. Well, it's simpler than you might think. It starts with awareness. Be aware of your inner dialogue. Listen to what your mind is saying. Next, practice mindfulness. When you catch yourself spiraling into a vortex of negative self-talk, pause. Take a deep breath. Replace that negative with a positive. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," tell yourself, "I can and I will." Remember, it's about shifting the narrative, one positive word at a time. And finally, make it a habit. Like any other skill, positive self-talk needs practice. The more you practice, the better you become at it. It's like learning a new language, the language of positivity, and soon you'll see the change. You'll feel the shift in your assumptions and your reality. Remember, the words you choose in conversation with yourself have the power to shape your world. So, choose wisely, choose positivity. Let your self-talk be your guide to a reality you aspire to live. Now that we understand the law of assumption, how can we apply it to our lives? The first step is to become aware of our assumptions. We make countless assumptions every day, many unconsciously. We assume it might rain because the sky is cloudy, or we assume traffic will be heavy during rush hour. These assumptions shape our reality and dictate our actions. If we assume it will rain, we'll carry an umbrella. If we assume traffic will be heavy, we might leave for work earlier. As we become aware of our assumptions, we can start to question them. Is it really going to rain, or are we assuming based on past experiences? Is traffic always heavy during rush hour, or are there times when it's lighter? Questioning our assumptions allows us to challenge them and potentially change our actions and outcomes. The second step is to consciously choose empowering assumptions. Rather than letting our past experiences or fears dictate our assumptions, we can choose to assume positive outcomes. Instead of assuming it will rain, we could assume it will be a sunny day. Instead of assuming traffic will be heavy, we could assume we'll have a smooth and quick commute. These positive assumptions can lead to positive actions and results. The third step is to reaffirm our empowering assumptions regularly. This can be done through positive self-talk, affirmations, or visualization. By repeating our positive assumptions, we reinforce them in our minds and make them a part of our reality. The final step is to act according to our new assumptions. If we assume we'll have a smooth commute, we should act as if this is already true. We should leave for work at our regular time, drive confidently, and expect the best. Remember, the law of assumption isn't about denying reality or ignoring potential problems. It's about consciously choosing our assumptions to create the reality we desire. It's a powerful tool that can transform our lives and help us achieve our goals. By consciously choosing your assumptions, you can create the reality you desire. The law of assumption is a powerful tool that can transform your life. We've spent our time together unraveling its mysteries, shedding light on its profound influence on the reality we inhabit. The key takeaway here is the undeniable power your assumptions hold in shaping your world. Your self-talk, that inner dialogue, plays a crucial role. It's not just idle chatter, but a potent force that can either propel you towards your dreams or anchor you in place. Remember to harness it, to guide it towards positivity, towards affirmation, towards growth. We've also discussed practical steps to apply this law. It's not enough to merely understand it, but to put it into action. Start by identifying your assumptions, recognizing their influence, and then consciously choosing them, aligning them with your goals and desires. In summary, the law of assumption is not just a concept, but a living, breathing entity that resides in the realm of your thoughts, your words, your beliefs. It's a compass pointing you in the direction of your choosing. Remember, your assumptions shape your world. Choose them wisely.